I thought this year, whenever I'm thinking about what could we do for the harvest supper, because I do try to make this a little bit of a theatrical experience for you all. And I appreciate that most of you won't have had the opportunity to go down to London this year. And this year there's a wonderful revival of a fantastic show in the Regent's Park Open Air Theatre, which we thought, since we're trying to get some cash out of you, we would just do a little number from that particular show. So the rate of penalties put on us all these days, governmentally, really leads us to sometimes want to pray to God, whichever God that happens to be of your denomination. So here in our little village of Berwick St John, you have made so many poor people. Now I realise there's no shame in being poor, but it's hardly around here either. Would it be so terrible if I had just a small fortune? If I were a rich man? If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a really rich, idle man, I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozen right in the middle of the town. A painting roof with real wood floors below. There would be one long staircase just leading up, and one even longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere just for show. I fill my yard with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can, and each loud would sound like a trumpet on the air, as if to say, here lives a wealthy man. Boy, if I were a rich man, all day long I'd biddy bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a bitty rich, idle man, I see my wife, my gold, looking like a rich man's wife, with a proper double chin, supervising meals to her heart's delight. I see her putting on airs and strutting like a peacock. Aye, what a happy mood she's in, screaming at the servants day and night. The most important men in town would come to fawn on me, and they would ask me to advise them, like a Solomon the Wise. If you please, reptilian, pardon me, reptilian, posing problems that would cross a rabbi's eyes. And it won't make one bit of difference if you answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I lack to sit in the synagogue and pray. Maybe have a seat by the eastern wall, and I discuss their holy books with the done it then, not him, 7 hours every day. Now that would be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, yaga-digga-digga-dagga-dagga-digga-digga-dum, all day long I'd pretty come. If I were a wealthy man, hey, or had to work hard, yaga-digga-digga-dagga-dagga-digga-digga-dum. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am. With its spoils and vast eternal plan, if I were a wealthy man. Now, glamorous arms. Well, there we go, folks. Hopefully we'll raise some cash on the back of that, or not, maybe, as the case may be.